Hey, what's up YouTube? Chris is so pro here. I just wanted to show you guys the deck I've been running for a while now. I've really only done one tournament with it so far. I know, kind of lame, and it was like 2 weeks ago, but I went 4-0 and lost in top 8 to Spamurai. Yeah, Spamurai is so broke. It's ridiculous. Because they can just side in anything. They could work with D-Fissures, Oppression. But, the deck I'm running is my take on the deck that got second at the last YCS, Birdman Tengu. But I start out with 3 Gen X Ally Birdman, 3 Reborn Tengus, most broken card in the game right now, hands down. I mean, it's a 1700 beater, 1700 gets over a lot now. And then it's also just like synchro and look like, oh hey, look, I brought another one. It was a really cool tech in this Mist Valley deck I ran for a while too, but it's fun. The Tengu's just fun. 3 Raikos. I run 3 over 2 because it's good target for Debris Dragon and Junk Synchron, and I just like to have the milling power in the deck. Like, I found that I was drawing too many of the cards that I needed to have engraved instead of milling them when I was running 2 Raikos and 1 Trooper. So I decided to go up to 3 Raikos, and I'm finding it to work out really well. Running 2 Junk Synchrons and 1 Debris Dragon and 1 Senor Delicious. I'm sorry, that just looked like a reference to this show I watch on YouTube sometimes. But 2 Troopers, like I said earlier, I was running 1, but 2 just helped out so much better. Double Effect Veiler, it stops your opponent's effects. It stops Kageki and stuff, and it also counts up towards the tuner count for your Shooting Star Dragon if you go for it, which with this deck, there's so many tuners that I usually find myself going for 2 or 3 attacks with Shooting Star every time I use it. Gores, Chaos Sorcerer, and 1 Caius. I'm thinking of going to no Chaos Sorcerer and 2 Caius just because Chaos Sorcerer, no, it's cool and all, it helps me go for Arcanite, but I'll probably take the Chaos Sorcerer out of the main for a Caius and take the Arcanite Magician out of the extra deck for an Ancient Fairy Dragon, just because I like Ancient Fairy this format, especially with, you've got Dragoonities with Dragon Ravine, you got Gravekeepers with Necro Valley, and you've got, coming out Dark Worlds with the Dark World Gate. Ancient Fairy Dragons are so good. You pop the field spell and gain 1,000, and it also works in the decks that go for those. So then you get, if you can, you get to search out you get to search a field spell from your deck. But, I run 1 Lila. It's at extra mill, level 3 for 7-star synchros, and I gotta switch out that sleeve. And get to pop a card, which helps a lot, and it baits out their bottomlesses too. Plague. Whenever you got that Tengu stuck in hand that you go for the Birdman with, you just top deck that Tengu, go Plague, synchro Plague, and your last Tengu into Bryonic, and special summon the other one from the top of your deck. So. And the plants, Dandelion, Spore, and Glowable, they're just so good. So good. So good. Runs triple pot of Duality. Yes, I'm finally done, like, pulling them and selling them. I own 4 right now, just because my friend sold me 4 for 300, so he was trying to quit. He's really cool. But, it just cycles through the deck faster. I tried with and I tried without, and the 3 dualities helped me set up. I mean, stuff like Card Trooper, Lilo, Raiko, and they just can set up without having to special summon. And then Tengu, you could just go duality, normal summon a Tengu and end turn, and have to have them deal with bringing out another one. Triple Pot of Avarice, because this deck gets so much into the grave so fast, and after you go Shooting Star, you've gone through some of your tuners, and you could just Pot of Avarice them back, and then reveal the top 5, and maybe even reveal those tuners again. Then Staples, Reborn, Dark Hole, Book of Moon, and then Foolish, Mind Control, 1 for 1, double MST. I want to find space for a Trunade in here, but I've been doing kind of well without it, so I don't know if I want to mess with the balance that my deck has at the moment. And then Traps, just triple Solemn. But, I'm going to extra deck and Staples. 2 Formula Synchrons. I see people running with 1 lately, and they just, I don't know, I find 2 to be really good because it puts in extra Pot of Avarice targets, and sometimes when you get all those into the graveyard so fast, you can turn your Pot of Avarice into a Pot of Greed, which is really cool. An Armory Arm. With the new ruling on the Armory Arm Colossal Fighter loot that literally just got ruled yesterday on June 8th, I think that was yesterday's date, that the Armory Arm Colossal Fighter OTK doesn't work anymore, I might end up taking this out because I rarely go for Armory Arm. So yeah. Level 5's Cataster and Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald is so good against Sams. It's just like summon, attack into Sheehan, crash into Sheehan, goes to grave, summon again. And I've won games with this card too. Like I topped into a Junk Synchron with like a Dandelion, a Plague, and a Glow Bulb in hand. And I was playing against Hopeless. He had like a red MD. He had 4 dragons on the field, 3, and he was gonna get the 5-headed next turn. And only 2 of them could only the red MD and the 5-head would have been able to get over it. He had no other dragons in grave. So I just went Fitzgerald in defense and ended my turn. I had 100 life points left, and I had a Dark Hole in hand, but I had all those tuners stuck, and if I had activated Dark Hole that turn, the 5-headed would have just run over it. So I was like, Fitzgerald, end turn. And he goes, attack it with red MD, and I go pitch Plague. Or I pitch the Bulb. And he just sits there and ends turn, and next turn I go Dark Hole, summon Dark Hole, summon a Tengu, mill for Bulb, Synchro for 6, or Synchro for 5, attack for 22 with Cataster, and then I normal summon the Plague, went into Black Rose, still had the other Tengu, and I just ended turn. It worked out. I only run a Birdonic right now. I don't have an Iron Chain to run. It's kind of embarrassing, but I do need to find spots for a Scrap Archfiend, which is also fun with the Tengu, and that actually I already put in the Ancient Fairy. It's Scrap Archfiend and Iron Chain. There we go. That's what I was talking about. Arcanite, just because I can go Birdman Lila, or Bulb Spore effect Valor Chaos Sorcerer into it, and it's a cool pop too. But like I said, that just hasn't been working out for me. Level 7s right now, I am running the Ancient Fairy right now. Ancient Fairy and double Black Rose. Both can be summoned with Debris Dragon, and Ancient Fairy can be used whenever like your opponent threatening roars. You just go to main phase 2 and special summon a monster, put some more field presence out there, or bring out one of your tuners that needs to be in grave. And then level 8's Colossal Fighter. I was debating taking him out instead of the Armory Arm, but Samurai is just Spamurai, Scrap Dragon, and stuff. It's just so easy to get over them. And then Scrap Dragon and Stardust Dragon. And then, of course, Trishula. Fucking broken card. Amazingly broken. And Shooting Star. Especially with the amount of tuners in this deck, you're guaranteed to get, unless you just have really bad luck, you could get 2 to 3 attacks per turn. But yeah, that's the deck. Rate, comment, subscribe, guys. And I don't know if I want to get rid of that 4th duality I told you about, but if you're interested, just, actually, I think it's in here. Yeah, if you're interested, just comment, PM, offers. Alright, peace out, guys.